going. Today we're going back to the start of 2 Peter. His divine power has given us everything we need for life and godliness through the knowledge of him who called us by his own glory and excellence. Thus he has given us through these things his precious and very great promises, so that through them you may escape from the corruption that is in the world because of lust, and become participants in the divine nature. For this very reason you must make every effort to support your faith with excellence, and excellence with knowledge, and knowledge with self-control, and self-control with endurance, and endurance with godliness, and godliness with mutual affection, and mutual affection with love. For if these things are yours and are increasing among you, then they keep you from being ineffective and unfruitful in the knowledge of our Lord Jesus Christ. So we might take from this an attitude of, well, God did this for you, so you should do this for God. Right? This kind of sense of God saying, you owe me. Right? Look at everything that I did, so what are you going to do to pay me back? Right? This kind of tit for tat mentality. I don't think that is actually what God is after, or what hopefully Peter is talking about here. Instead, it's more the idea of natural gratitude, that when you recognize that someone has done something for you, that makes you want to do something in return. Not that you have to, not that you owe it, but that it actually is forming you into the kind of person who wants to respond with more goodness. And so you see Peter talking through this kind of chain of virtues of, you have excellence and knowledge, and then self-control, and all these sort of things. And I don't know if it has to go in that order, or he was just kind of listing things as they come, and seeing the ways they do connect, or the ways that you could take them whatever way that develops in your personal growth. To me, what matters most is that the chain ends in love. That love is what binds everything together, and this mutual affection, that's the goal of what God has done. That is what God has done, is to show us love, and that we're trying to do the same thing. The other point is that you have what you need. Right? You're not lacking anything to be able to grow and be the kind of person who shows love in the world. But you do have to put in the effort. Right? God has given us this power and everything that we need. So what are you going to do with it? Right? It's not meant to be a guilt trip. It's just a calling to something bigger. And the ultimate end of this is union with God. Right? He says that we can be participants in the divine nature, which is not the way that we usually think about things, but it is a common way that some church traditions consider where the whole story is headed. And so the term for this is deification, which may sound kind of strange, but Jesus himself talks about us being one with the Father just as he is. And so that is the ultimate goal. One early church leader named Athanasius said, God became human so that we may become God. Not that we become equal to God, not that we are separate gods, but that we become one with the divine nature. So don't sell yourself short. God has given you everything you need to grow. So what can that growth look like today?